What is up, everybody? Here comes phase 3 and 4. I felt like I want to put these two in a singular video because it makes sense. Phase 4 isn't really that long, so this is following EU LPDU strats as always. Just want to make sure I clarified that for every video. These are for EU, both Chaos and Light. Probably done differently on NA, so keep this in mind as you're watching this video. But yeah, make sure you guys join the LPDU Discord server down below in the description. And yeah, let's get right into phase 3, baby. Cue the intro. Yikuzo! Tachibo Kimaira. Tachi! Okay, so this is essentially the conga line right here. As you can see, you line up like this: R1, M1, MTH1, H2 off tank, M2, R2. Group 2's on this side, Group 1's on this side. And you're each gonna get debuffs. These debuffs are random, okay? So, if you have a light debuff, 2 people are gonna get light debuff only. You will move forward in the conga line. If you have nothing, you will stand still in the conga line. You will not move. If you have dark debuffs, you walk south. So this is the dark debuff lineup. This is the light debuff lineup. This is the no debuffs lineup. This is gonna dictate where everyone ends up going. So the light debuff on the most left and the most left nothing, they're gonna go northwest, as you can see here. And then H2 off tank, they're the most right, so they go northeast. That's it, just like so. You see these guys are together. For dark debuffs, you go west, southwest, southeast, and east. I'll give an example, right? H1. H1 is right here. They're the second on the left, which means they go southwest. While M1 goes west because they are on the furthest left. Same thing with these two, right? Main tank would be melee 2 would be southeast, R2 would be east. Because they are the furthest on the right, they would go east, just like so. Pretty straightforward, right? This is essentially how it goes. Just remember that there's also an auto markers for this. People do use AM for this, so keep this in mind if you're playing Party Finder on EU, like everyone's basically using AM, okay? So this is the AM version of this. If you get marked and you're wondering, oh, what does this mark mean? That's basically what it means. So in this example, if you are chain 1 and 2, it means you have the light debuff. If you ignore 1, ignore 2, you have nothing. If you're 1, 2, 3, 4 markers like so, you are the dark debuffs. Essentially, 1 would be west, 2 would be southwest, 3 would be southeast, 4 would be east. It's the same idea. The same idea, and as you can see, this is their positions, and this is where everybody goes with the mark on top of your head. So yeah, just keep this in mind as you're PFing. People tend to use AM. So this is what happens. So here it is happening in the game. As you can see everybody getting marked. So just like so. See? 3, 4, 3 is standing right here. During this mechanic, there's going to be like lasers coming out from the middle, and there's going to be hands. You see these hands right here? The second one is spawning right here. There's a first set that spawns and a second set that spawns. The second set is the one that goes off second. So as you can see here, there's a AoE coming out. It's going to affect these grounds, right? Look at the ground. You see how the ground is being affected? It's kind of going outwards. So you have to walk into it. So we walk into it. The very outer gets affected, and then we walk back. And then we stand here. We wait for the first hand set to go off, okay? And I just want to be clear on this, okay? If you didn't pay attention, if the first one or second one appeared, the first set or second set hands appeared, you're still fine. You have plenty of time to just stand between the two hands and then walk into the safe spot. You can literally stand between those two hands and simply walk. See, this AoE is not going to go off instantly. So keep this in mind if you missed it. But you can essentially do this. But in this case, we know that this is the second set that appeared, so we're standing right here. We wait till it goes off. It goes off. We walk into it, and then we walk inside on this floor tile, because now the back tile is going to explode. Okay, so one more time. I'm going to show the exact timing of everything, so it's very crystal clear how to do the dodge. Okay, middle goes off. 1, 2, 3. Walk in, walk back. Gonna go off here. Hands are gonna go off. As soon as the hand pops and you see the glow, walk into the glowy blue AoE. And just like that, keep distance from the other person, since this is not a pair. Just like so. That's how you do that. Now I'm going to show you for ignore 2 pairs. This is just an example for the pairs. Okay. I'm literally going to go northeast, like we said. And I'm with my partner, staying on the very edge. Okay. Walk into it. Walk back. That's it. And then we wait for the first set to go off. Walk into it. And away from the other people, because they're also trying to do a pair and you don't want to end up with them. You have to be with your partner only. That's essentially it. Now we're going to explain the next part. Okay, so here we go. Hello World is going to cast, and all of you are going to get a whole bunch of debuffs, and you're like, oh my god, there's so many debuffs. What do they all mean? I'm going to simplify this entire mechanic for you. I'm going to make it so you just have to do your part, and it's going to make so much sense. You only actually need to care about a few debuffs here, not all of them. You don't need to understand every debuff. So I'm going to simplify this guide for you and make sure you understand that, okay? So you're all going to get a bunch of debuffs, okay? And I'm going to show in-game now to explain what these debuffs are and the most important one you need to look at. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we have the Hello World being cast right here. Bunch of debuffs, bunch of stuff happening here. Let's look at the party list, okay? The party list right now is your best friend, okay? This is what you need to look at. All you need to know right now, okay? I'm gonna explain the main debuffs you need to know. Okay, so in this example, let's take Paladin, Caligula. Caligula has this red circle looking thing and this red tower looking thing. What do those mean? So this icon here, when it's a circle, means defamation. Defamation is a large AoE around this person. So this AoE is so massive, it takes almost half the arena, kind of. And this red thing simply means they will be soaking a red colored tower. Okay? There are 2 red towers that spawn, and there are 2 blue towers that spawn, okay? So I'm gonna look at the other one, the blue. So if you can see here, Remu, in this example, the warrior, has blue. This is blue tower. That means this person will be soaking blue tower. And they have this icon here. This simply means pair stack, okay? This is a stack with your other pair. So you will be with another pair inside your blue tower. So if you have nothing, if you do not have defamation, if you do not have towers, if you do not have this pair, these are the 4 debuffs right here that you care about the most. But all you need to look at, to make this very simple for you, look at this icon, see who has it, and see what tower color that is. That's going to automatically tell you that the blue towered people, they're pairs by default. You don't need to look, okay, who's blue, who's red, who's this? No, look who's the defamation, this icon. So in this example, Dancer has this, and the Paladin has this, and they're both red tower, of course. So there it is. Yes, the defamation is always the same tower as the other partner that has defamation. So there cannot be a defamation blue tower and a defamation red tower. It's always defamation is red in this example. Red is defamation. That's basically what we call it. So I'm going to show this actually happening, and I'm going to show you the blue and green tethers now. I'm going to show this visually to you. You see these debuffs right here that I have? Forget this. You don't need to know all this. I'm not even going to bother explaining it to you, in fact, because I don't want to confuse you. I'm going to make this so simple that I don't need to explain what all this is, okay? All you need to know, okay? All you need to know right here. This green tether, me and Haru have this green tether. Viper and the Sage, they have the blue tether. If you have the green tethers, these tethers will pop and explode, right, when you are near each other. If you have the blue tether, you want to be further apart for it to snap. But these tethers are not gonna snap right now. Think of this as a pause moment until the next cast bar happens. So right now, I could literally run towards Haru, nothing will happen. Nothing will actually happen until the cast bar of the boss is done. The series of events, all right, bear with me. Essentially, what's gonna happen in the beginning here is once we all get our debuffs, okay, here comes the towers. You can see there's 2 red towers and there's 2 blue towers. If you are a green tether, we'll explain the green tether first, okay? The green tether will be next to the red tower in this case. It will be next to the defamation tower. So, just to let you know right now. If blue was defamation, the green tethers would be next to the blue towers. If red was defamation, the green tethered people would be next to the red towers. The green tether is all about which of the towers have defamation. So in this case, me and Haru, since red is defamation, we're gonna go towards red. We have to split like this, see? I take one side, he takes one side. The red towered people, they're gonna stand here, max melee, you can. Max melee, do not stand too close, otherwise you're gonna hit the people on the blue tower. We don't want that. So keep distance if you're tethered, keep distance, max melee right here, and then get ready for this cast to happen. Because before this cast, if I walked close to Haru, there will be no snap. Even here, if I walk towards Haru right now and I'm literally hugging him, my tether will not snap. Because the mechanic hasn't actually initiated yet. The mechanic, everything will start going off when this cast bar ends. It's called latent defect, and it's gonna happen multiple times in this phase, okay? So bear with me. We are max. See, he literally walked up to me, nothing happened. So don't panic, it's okay. What's gonna happen here is when this cast bar ends, you are partnered with one person. I am next to this person, I am now partnered with him. I will go on top of Fyoko and I will take that red rot from them, essentially. That's what's gonna happen. The blue towers are gonna do the same with their pair, but I will explain the blue tower after this because you get all the mechanics for this. You will have to know how to do all of them. You don't just get one thing for the whole thing. So, it's very important here, I do have to mention this, it's very important that as green tether, blue tether, you do not run into the other people that have the tower rot debuffs, because it passes on to you. So you have to make absolutely sure that you stay more inside the boss hitbox, don't be outside, because the people with the rot towers, they're going to be running outside the boss hitbox trying to get to their tower positions. You don't want to end up in a traffic situation where, oh shoot, I accidentally run into him and I passed the rot by accident. So, you see here, when I stand here, I wait till my red rot person actually goes on their tower before stretching my tether all the way out. It's very important to do this. Alright, so don't panic. Here, you really have to look around the map. Look who has what color. See, this is how the red rot looks like. Be careful, don't run into them. Wait for them to get in their position. And then you, as the tether person, you go to your position. See, I wait. My red person is now in the tower. Haru stretches away from me. It's fine. And they're in their tower, the other person. Pop, boom. Tower goes off. I walk into. They pass me, the red. And then I walk and I snap with Haru. You see, you get a magic Vuln debuff, you get a debuff here. This means that if there is another tether popped when this debuff is already there, you're all gonna wipe. You can see in the priority list, literally everyone has this debuff. Literally everyone. So, boom, we pop. Okay? Now, I am the one that has the red tower, and I'm the one that has the red tower defamation. Red is defamation for this entire mechanic. The defamation large AoE is always on the red tower here, for the rest of the mechanic. Okay, so now, as red, look at that. Red tower spawned here. Perfect. They can spawn anywhere, by the way, but in this case, it spawned here, so I just go there, and I max melee. See? They do the same thing, the green tethers. The green tethers go here, snap, walk to me, takes my rot, goes over, snap, voila. Now, I want to emphasize this here. You see how I'm still standing here? There will be an AoE around you. Check this out. Boom. You absolutely do not want to be near anybody for this. This happens after this. You soak the tower, this is going to be a pop like this. You absolutely want to be away from people for this. Because it basically insta-kills anyone around you. So you stay away from others. If you still have the red rot above your head after you soak the tower, you have to stay away. So now, look, these guys now have the red tower. Okay, now, here we go. Look at that. Now I'm going to explain the blue tether. So now I have a blue tether. What do? We go to the blue towers. Because like we said, the green tethers are going to the defamation towers. The defamation towers are red. But blue tether, we do not do for defamation. We do it for the pair stack blue towers. So what we do, here's how we position, okay? You can see, we position like this. In a small, between the blue towers like this, the blue tower person is going to be standing right here, getting ready to do this pair stack with me. The same with the other blue tether and the other blue rot. They're doing the exact same thing. Once this cast bar finishes, boom, pair stack done, I walk to him. Remember, if you're the tower person, you're not the one moving and walking. No, the people that are tethered, they walk to you to get your rot, okay? After I take it, my tether snaps, I walk away. And then the green tether snapped. See? The blue tethers pop first, and then the green tethers pop after that, okay? You don't have to worry. The blue tethers automatically snap after you take this because you stretched out further enough. Remember, the blue tethers, you have to stand further apart from each other for it to snap. So as you can see here, literally just by me and Haru walking over to get our rot, it already snapped because we have to keep walking here anyway. Because we need to be away from the tower people because there's going to be an AoE around them. So we cannot be there. We cannot be there. So I stand right here and look at that. I'm chilling. Look at that. The AoEs go off from the towers. And I am standing here, I'm relaxing. Guess what? Now it's my turn to do the blue tower. See what I mean? Everyone's gonna have to do all the mechanics for this. So I'm explaining each part based off this. I'm explaining each part based off what we get, and we get everything. So now, for the third latent defect, here we go. Or sorry, the last latent defect. This is the very last latent defect cast. Here, for the last one, the green tethers join us away from the defamation towers. Red is defamation for the whole mechanic. So now the entire party goes towards blue. And look, I stand right here. This is my blue tower. This is Haru's blue tower. Green tethers and blue tethers are both here. We relax here. I literally stand here with the stack. Boom. This green tethers will instantly pop because they're already close to each other. And then you wait a second, and then blue tethers pop. Stay away from the rots. See? I did tower. Every time you do a tower, you stay away from people. Boom. Just like that, goes off. And that's literally every single step. I really hope I explained that well. It's just about, you know, looking at your tether, going to your position. That's the entire first part of this, okay? So, remember, once again, I'll emphasize, look at the party list. From the party list, recognize which tower is defamation, and that tower will be defamation for the rest of the mechanic. If blue was defamation, then blue is defamation for the entire mechanic. That's it. That's how it's done. Now I'm gonna do a little quiz for you guys. Okay, everybody, quick quiz time. Different pool. Let's look here. Let's look here. Which towers have defamation? By looking at the party list. If you said blue, you would be correct. Blue towers have defamation. For the entire mechanic now, blues are defamation, reds are pairs. So what this means now I will ask you here, once the towers spawn, towers are spawning, I run over to my blue, and here's a perfect example that I can show you. If there is another blue tower person in front of you, and you are also blue tower, blue rod, to decide which of you goes over to the other blue tower, it's the person in front of you. So this Viper is going to go to the other tower, because he's in front of me. I am behind him, so I will stay in this tower. Just like so. I will stay in this tower. Just like so. It's actually good that in this pool this happened, so I can explain that. Because sometimes this is going to happen to you. So, as you can see here, with it popped and everything, the green tethers pop just like so. Okay, here's my quiz now. Okay, I have a blue tether. Right? I have a blue tether. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where am I going, guys? Where are we going? Where are we going? Don't panic. Okay, like we said, blue is defamation. Yeah, blue is defamation, and I have a blue tether. So we go towards red. We go towards red because red is the pairs, and blue tethers take pair, just like so. Look at that. Once latent defect ends, I take it, I move away, and I'm relaxing. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I don't have to do anything. I'm just staying, and then I do my thing. And that's it. Hopefully I've explained this well. Hopefully you guys got it. I'm going to move on to the next mechanic now. Okay, everybody. Next up is going to be the monitors. There will be a cast, and then you're going to have to line up like this. Healers, tanks, melee, ranged. Just like this. M1, M2, R1, R2, like so. You're going to line up like this. And essentially, there's going to be 3 people getting monitors, and the other people, we're going to be numbering them from north to south. Okay? So, what this means is if you don't have a monitor, you now have a specific number designated for where you're going to end up in the mechanic. You're not going to physically get a number above your head or something. You are just determined as that number based off the conga line. So for example, Astro is number 1 because Astro is the most north in the conga line who does not have a monitor. So that's how it's going to be, etc, etc. In this case, number 4 is Monk. So I do want to emphasize, by the way, that if you are on the southern part of the mechanic, you don't have to count from up to down. It's much easier, like if you're Monk right now, it's much easier to just look south and then see and count from 5. So like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now I'm 4. I know I'm 4. No, you can know you're 4 by just looking at this red mage. Oh, red mage is number 5. That means I'm number 4. So count backwards if you're most south. Why? It's faster. It's faster to resolve the mechanic that way, and you're not spending too much time figuring out what number you are. So this is a very fast way to just know your number instantly. Same with the monitor. I look that I'm the only monitor south, so I'm Dancer. I know for a fact that I'm monitor 3. I'm Reaper. I just look south. I know for sure I'm monitor 2. It's just a little thing here that will make it easier to recognize exactly where you're going. With all this, the boss will be casting a monitor attack, a half map cleave on either west or east. So you want to pay attention to that. And here are the positions for the monitor, okay? So, if this boss is cleaving west in this example, monitor 1 will be standing here, monitor 2 will be standing here, monitor 3 will be standing right here. I do want to emphasize that the position you're standing does matter. You basically get a monitor that shoots outwards in a direction, either on your left or your right. So you are facing this monitor upwards, up here. Monitor 3, you are facing the monitor downwards, like so. So up, down. And then as M1, you are shooting the monitor on the right. So you're shooting it opposite of this one. If this is shooting west, as monitor 1, you're shooting it east. That's it, okay? And here are the positions for the numbers. You have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the positions. You see 5 and 4 are standing like this, 3 and 2 are standing like this, and you have 1 standing right there. So these are the positions for the numbers. Make sure you do make some distance between you as well. Next up, this is how it's gonna look, okay? The monitor 1 will hit these 2 people with the monitor. The monitor 3 will hit those 2 people, and monitor 2, yes, monitor 2 will be hitting just like so. Boom. And that's how this mechanic is done. I'll be showing you this in game now. So as you can see, here is critical error cast. Critical error is happening. You go towards D marker side, and then we conga line. So I am, in this example, in this run, I am M2. M2 is below the M1. So again, I'm just chilling here. I'm looking south. I'm seeing what they have. Okay, let's look here. Okay, guys, what number am I? What number am I? There's a Pictomancer, there's a Dancer, and then there's me. What number am I? If you said 3, you would be correct. And where do I go? Do I stay here, west, or do I go east? So we look at the boss, and we see that all these monitors on the screen, they're facing towards west side. So this means I will go east side. I want to be out of I do not want to be inside the monitors. So I will simply move to the number 3 position, which is directly east and downwards like this. And then voila, mechanic resolved. So that's number 3. Now I'm going to show you a different one. Okay guys, here's a different pool. What number am I? What number am I? So we can see here Pictomancer is monitor. We can see Fuko is number 5, which means I am number 4. Okay, so number 4 position. We look at the monitors. We see the monitors, and I know that east is where I need to be. So I go opposite of where the boss cast monitor is, and I stand like this. See how I'm standing? I'm standing left of this 2 marker. The person who's 5 is standing behind. Okay? Standing behind. Okay, now I'm gonna be showcasing a monitor. Oh, look at that. I got monitor 3. I'm monitor 3. My position would be inside the monitor AoE. So, look at that. The monitor is now cast on the east side. I actually want to go to the east side. I actually want to head there. And we go south side of it. And you can see, this is how I'm facing it. You see this number marker right here? Look at that. I'm facing this number marker this side of the map. Goes off. Just like that. You do the same thing with monitor 2, by the way. Exact same thing. But that's how you do it. The monitor 2 would go on one marker and do exactly what I did, except opposite side. That's it. Okay, I'm going to be showing Haru's POV here, since Haru is a healer. So I want to show the healer POV. Haru is healer 1. So Haru is at the very top of the conga line. So Haru gets, look at that. Haru doesn't get a monitor. Haru's number 1. Here's how you do number 1. Okay? You stand like this. In this position, see? And chilling. Goes off. That's how you do number 1. Now me, as a melee DPS, I can never get 1. It's like impossible. Impossible that I get 1. So thank you, Haru, for sharing your PV for this. This is how H1 does it, if you get number 1. The reason, by the way, that melee can never get 1 is because it is like impossible because of the fact that we have healers and tanks. So we have healer, healer, tank, tank. And it's impossible because there's 3 monitors. So even if the most, so we, let's say healer 1, healer 2, and main tank all get monitors, guess who number 1 is? The off tank. That's it. You can see right here also, this is how monitor 1 does it. They're standing like this on their marker, facing it opposite of the boss facing this way. I also want to emphasize that Haru's position right now, okay, Haru's position is not directly on the shuriken symbol. You see that? He's a little bit off because this is a half map cleave. You will die. So if you're number 1 and you're number 5, make absolutely sure that you're not standing dead center cardinal. You will get cleaved. So stand a little bit away from it. If you're number 1, number 5, please be careful with that, okay? So if you're number 5, you're gonna do the same thing, just on the opposite side. Be away from the center. And then it's gonna work just like this. Boom. Okay, I'm showing one last one here, okay? I'm showing one last one here as number 4, okay? I already showed number 4, but I really want to emphasize number 5 here. I'm going to zoom in. Look at number 5. If we see number 5, very subtly here, very subtly, you can see that number 5 is standing left of that shuriken, okay? Never dead center. I just wanted to emphasize this point 100%, okay? Number 5 is standing left of that shuriken. Not on it directly. You will get cleaved if you do this wrong. Okay, guys, now I'm going to be explaining phase 4. Trust me, it's not that difficult. It's very straightforward. I'll show you guys how it's done. You're gonna do a lineup like this, and the melee will LB. Okay? The melee will LB right at the beginning of this mechanic. Okay? So the melees, here's how you do the line. Okay? Group 1 west, group 2 east. You're going line up like this: tank, caster, healer, melee. Tank, caster, tank, fizz ranged, healer, melee. That's it. That's how you do it. And you're gonna get stacks, okay? These stacks, the boss will shoot out a laser, okay? There's the laser going off, and then that same laser is gonna happen again, like a few seconds later. So, there's one stack. You're all gonna run towards south here, like left and right of C marker, like this. And then you're gonna simply take that stack, okay? Once those AoEs go off, which will happen basically around the same time as the stack marker goes off, you will take the stack like this, okay? Then we go back to our positions. Now, we run into an interesting situation here. The Dragoon and the tank, both on the same side, they both have stack marker. So what we do here is the Dragoon will actually move to the group 1 side, and the Samurai will swap over to group 2. So that's how it's gonna be. The melee DPS is the one that has to move to the other side, okay? Just wanted to highlight this part so you can see, okay? There's gonna be a dodge happening here as well from the boss. So the boss is gonna do a cast. You have to walk into it and then walk here. Remember, the Dragoon went to the left here, and the Samurai went over to the other group. There it is. Stack goes off. Again, it's gonna happen a third time. Back to the positions. Look at the stack marker. Now it's Y Mage Dragoon. No adjust needed. I do want to keep in mind, I'll go back a few steps just to clarify, okay? If there is 2 stack markers on the same side, just know the most south stack is the one that's going to go to the other side. And the melee DPS on the other side is the one that's going to swap. I just want to clarify this point. If you're confused on which stack marker exactly is going to go on the other side, that's how it works. The most south stack goes to the other side. So here it is for the final one. Okay, this is the final. AoEs go off. Stack marker. This shoots off, and then you stand still. Wait. This AoE is going to go off, and then you're going to walk into it. Just like so. And there's going to be a cast called blue screen, and you have to kill it. You have to reach at least 20% HP, otherwise it's just a wipe. So you have to drop it 20% HP, below 20% HP. Essentially, that's how it's done. I'm going to show this in the game now. Okay, so here it is in the game. As you can see, I start my melee LB, and you can see me doing my ninjutsu. See me do my ninjutsu on the bottom left of the screen. I'm locked in. I'm ninja god mode right now. So this is a superhero moment. If you're melee DPS, this is your moment to shine. So you can see I am casting LB, and we get the stack markers. Now let's see here. I stand on 2 marker, by the way. This is how everyone stands. I just want to showcase everyone's position where they're standing. You can see, this is how they're standing. This is how they stand around the markers. Okay, so we see here, there are 2 stack markers on the group 1 side. Okay, I'm group 2. So, as a melee DPS here, I have to move to the other side. I have to go to the group 1 stack. Boom, see, we do that. Then, I go back to the position. The boss is gonna do outward shooting AoEs, okay? Look, this AoE shoots, I walk forward, because now behind me is gonna, look, see behind me? That's bad. So you have to move forward here for the second, and then, since the stacks are fine, I don't need to adjust, stay. Go back here. Thing goes off. No laser coming out from the ground. No adjust needed. Go on your stack. Now we wait. Now what happens? See? The last one, AoE happens. I walk into it. And then we just relax here and do nothing except DPS. And push, push, push until you drop it below 20% HP. And you should be alright. That's how you do it right there. Voila. That's literally phase 4. And I'm clapping because I'm happy. There you go. That's how phase 4 goes down. And then phase 5 starts. So tune in for that for the next video, guys. Alright, everybody. That's it for phase 3 and phase 4. I really hope that I explained this well. I tried to explain it as best I can in the simplest way. My absolute main thing is that I help you guys understand fundamentally how to do the mechanic without overcomplicating and overstimulating you. Like, I just tell you, if you have this, you go here, and hopefully I've done that pretty well with phase 3 especially, because phase 3 can get pretty confusing once you get there for the first time and you see so many debuffs, but really, in actuality, you only need to know like 4 debuffs. And then the tether thing is just pay attention to your tether and recognize how to pop it. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helped out, and I will hopefully catch you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out. Much love.